one of the candidates whom you have declared successful is accused of some kind of heinous crime or illegal behavior or criminal conduct in some procedure, pending in some court of law. Am I right?
No, since you are defending Mr. Thomas Sangma,
Sir, I am not defending.
do you
I am
want to
telling
say
you
that
the
there is no
situation.
such other person except Mr. Thomas Sangma?
Pardon, sir? Sir, please can you repeat?
There is no other person in the NPP to take up the post of General Secretary except Mr. Thomas Sangma.
Sir, I would beg to again point out to you that I, as a returning officer, am not in a position to pass a judgment on the membership of NPP and their capacity, capability, ability, and above all, interest in being the General Secretary. You see, a position in a party is not just a position of power, it's a position of responsibility, and responsibility has to be willingly taken. It cannot be forced upon. Elections were open for all members of the party. We received only one nomination for that particular position. That particular person in whose name we received the nomination was legally a valid candidate, and I so declared him a candidate. He had the power to withdraw till 16th. Understand?
He should have been there. They should have been there.
But every interaction has a purpose behind, and that purpose is often determined by the people who are calling
Because
the
the same question, Thomas Sangma, you could have addressed it to him. That is what I am saying.
Can I just
Yeah,
complete? Your angst at unelected people being here is incorrect. I am an elected person. I am a National General Secretary
Today.
also.
Today.
Today the election the election that happened today will become valid from 9th of February 2022. The previous elected people continue till then, and some of the positions will be elected further we have a complex mechanism, they will be done. So I am here in front of you as a duly authorized person, and the purpose of our calling this meeting was to give you an announcement of the election results and the procedure that was followed. That was our purpose. With due respect, Mr. Kaluki can answer it, but I would like to say that this is not the forum, and I am not the authority as a party spokesperson to speak on that, because that's a specific matter which is already sub judice. So on many counts, I don't think it is appropriate for me to
If it
comment
is sub judice, you would have waited for the court to clear. Why did you appoint him?
Is that what your understanding of sub judice is?
No, I mean,
I was
that is
under the
interpretation
impression.
the government gives.
I was under the impression that if something is sub judice, one is nobody should interfere with the due process of law. And the second, the person, no matter person or persons accused, are innocent till proven guilty.
That is what he could have waited to clear his name.
That's a hypothetical thing. We don't know how long it will take. Number one. Number two, I think that would assume guilt, whereas law provides for not being guilty as being the position.
That is your interpretation.
Yes, you are. May I just briefly answer the I happen to be a lawyer in the Supreme Court, and I earn my living by practicing law. And one of the things that I was taught and try to pass on to anybody who comes to my chambers for even training is that a person is not guilty unless the courts find him so. Because if we were to go by charges without going into the merit of the charges or red flag that you are raising, I would humbly submit that every citizen of the country has a right, a constitutional right to stand up for election for a post for which he may be qualified. And Mr. Sangma was amply qualified for the position. So I would not like to comment on something which may be sub judice or which may not be relevant to our election directly.